year. This is going to be a different video. We're literally going to play The Last of Us 2 with some silly mods that I've unlocked when I platinumed the game back on my PS4 and discuss it winning Game of the Year. Also, this picture is not very pleasing. Let's find another picture. This is less pleasing of a picture. Where are we right now? Oh, we're just looking at some of the concept arts. Okay, model viewer. Let's just pick a model viewer. Well, we're gonna pick, oh hell yeah, the good stuff. Joel, what a guy. What a guy. Joel, you're just gonna be in the back. All kinds of just a game dad. Joel will always be our video game dad. No one's gonna take Joel's spot. Nobody. Okay. A discussion about The Last of Us Part 2 winning Game of the Year. I personally picked Last of Us Part 2 Game of the Year as soon as I finished it. You know, when you finish a game, you're like, it was so impactful, like, this is Game of the Year, but then you know other games are coming out. So I played Ghost of Tsushima, and I finished that, like, wholeheartedly, but I'm going to go back and platinum it. I'm going to go back and platinum it on PS5. I have it downloaded, got my save file ready. I wanted to experience it, like, 60 frames, 4K HDR. We're going to do a video of just a gameplay of that, but I am so happy that Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. This video is not even, like, there's no scripts, there's no, like, idea. I just literally wanted to talk about how much I love this game. Well, it's like we dumbed down the graphics, but this is pretty cool. We might change it. This looks like literally the Walking Dead Telltale series. This is 60 frames? I can't tell if this is 60 frames, but it feels... I have performance mode on. God. Like, it's so weird. I really wanted to do a discussion video, but I'm like, just... Even on the cell sheet, it's breathtaking. I'm speechless. I'm looking around at, like, so many of the quality and the way that the horse moves. Man, just like music in the beginning, the graphics just pull you in so hard, man. I remember the first time that I saw the sunlight literally seeping through the trees. Oh my goodness, that flare. Holy shit. I mean, how can this gallop, how can this game not win graphics, audio, everything? Okay, so we're just going to admire this amazing background while we talk about a couple of things. So we talked about that it won the innovation in accessibility. I mean, we saw that shit. There's so many different options. Even this option is ridiculous. Even the option that you could just do different renders and shit. Hold on. Extras. The fact that you could do different renders. We took the vibrant off. Let's see what the game looks like. Like, look at this game. Look at this game. You're telling me this is a PlayStation 4 game. And this is gameplay. Do you see the mountains? The snowy mountains in the background. The sun flaring through. Bouncing off of probably our guitar. Look at that. Look at the shine on the wood. Oh my goodness. Imagine if they even did ray tracing. I can't get over how amazing the horse movement is in this game. It's like the horse is a part of your entity. Like, it's like I am the horse. When I'm moving, it's like you don't control the character on top of the horse. You are the horse. Red Dead Redemption 1, I remember the butt cheeks of the horse would move, and I remember that, like, absolutely blew my mind. I remember seeing the Red Dead Redemption 1 I'm talking about back in, like, 2009 or whatever that shit came out, and the butt cheeks would like move the muscles of the horse, and I remember just sitting there like, no fucking way. Guys, my ADHD is making me lose focus. All right, getting back to it. Game of the year. Obviously, The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. Best game direction. Best narrative. Best audio design. Best performance by who? Your haters. Come here, haters. Come here. Haters, come here. Haters, are you listening? Haters. Abby, played by Laura Bailey, won Best Performance. Stop hating. Y'all was hating on Abby because what? Like, it was cool. It was trendy to hate on Abby because she killed our favorite character of all time. Yes, it was part of the story. He killed her father. Like, she took revenge. She doesn't know all the journey that we've been through. Like, I don't understand how you guys could not understand the perspectives here. Like, obviously, Naughty Dog took a huge risk by playing out a story that's a lot more realistic and not just fan service. Like, the first game had stuff that happened that we weren't happy with, but it was just a father and daughter story, a game about, like, what you would do for love. Like, Joel killed an entire hospital full of people that were just trying to survive, that were just trying to find a cure to save the world. Practicality, guys. Like, if we played the first game and you're on Abby's side, we got to play with all of Abby's friends and characters, we would hate Joel too. It's just the circumstances are that we fell in love with Joel, video game dad. We fell in love with Ellie. That's our baby boo. You know, she's so amazing. She's so cool. She's so well built in this game too, even though, you know, a lot of angst and hate and emo and scene. Like, it's a fucked up world. We are going through depression from having Rona 2020 get ruined. What do you think a world where it's like dog eat dog, bro? It's like straight up everybody's out for themselves. You're killing each other for fucking coffee. Like, it's a dark world, and you guys can't accept that your favorite character dies? Shut the fuck up. Get over it. Please, like, understand that we love our character, but the people who designed the game, they have absolute right to go and, like, faithfully, you know, set out their vision and execute. We're not talking some Game of Thrones Season 8 bullshit. There's a lot, like, that was different. We have two bitch-ass writers who fucked up an entire season by being stupid as hell. Okay, I don't want to get into Season 8 of Game of Thrones. Oh my god, I'm like... Oh, I started getting warm. I just started getting hot. Let me cool down. Oh god, I'm getting angry. I fucking hated that season. But Neil Druckmann, he delivered Last of Us 1 to us. So why are we so upset that certain things didn't turn out the way we wanted? We didn't want... Okay, I gotta go back to Game of Thrones stuff. We didn't want Prince Oberyn to die. We didn't want Ned Stark to die. But the writers, they have a vision, and it's their vision and their fucking story. Like, you're so entitled that you think you have a say in other people's creative work. It's crazy to me. Like, gamers... Actually, America, like, is just so entitled that you think you have a say in everything, but this is art. Look at this. The music, the animation, the fucking horse eating the fucking hay. It's art. Video game has art in so many different aspects. Like, I can't... We're all gamers. Like, you know, we fucking love video games. This is our therapy, alright? Mostly it's for fun, but the way that 2020 went, this is therapy for... Like, I wouldn't have survived without video games. Wouldn't have survived. 2020 was saved. If anything, it wasn't even that bad of a year for me, honestly. Like, I miss partying. I miss seeing my friends. But it wasn't that terrible of a year for me. I saved a lot of money from not going out, and I got to play so much of my games, like, that I never had the time to, like, fully dive into. I started streaming. The reason that I'm doing this right here, I don't think I've ever would have done this. because my fast-paced life would have never given me the time to just sit and kind of like play a game and go back and see how I reacted to something, go back and see what I said, what I did, learn from it, and entertain some of my friends. Like, right now, I'm just trying to entertain myself and my friends. And it's like, none of that would have happened if it wasn't for 2020. And we got this masterpiece. I'm saying it again. Haters, listen, bring it in. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Y'all haters gotta stand there, sit there, watch it as Jeff Keighley is out there announcing fucking in the Game Awards, just like, oh, the way that they were like going through it, I was like, it's gonna be Last of Us 2. It has to be The Last of Us 2. All the hard work that went into this game. So what? Half the fucking gamers hated the way things went. So what? The game itself still deserves all the accolades, all the it's just insane the amount of credit it deserves because of the credibility of the writers, the animators, the audio design, everything. Like, again, it won Best Audio Design, Best Performance, and Ellie was also a nomination for the Best Performance. Like, Joel should have been in that bitch too. Last year, we had Mads Mikkelsen and our boy from The Walking Dead. I kind of forgot his name. And this year, like, you can't expect anything more from this game. Like, this game gave us everything. And certain things, like shows, movies, and video game stories, you might not like what happens to characters, what happens to the story. That's not on, like, the writers. If it was poorly written, that's your opinion. Some other people might enjoy it. I cried like a fucking baby. I cried multiple times, but at the end, spoiler, if you're watching this, you never finished Last of Us Part 2, but you want to, do not watch this. Alright? But if you don't mind, and you already finished it, then you're good. Listen. The ending when Joel has that final conversation with Ellie, and he just basically lays out this path to forgiveness. Like, I'm getting choked up here. I think I'm gonna cry. We go through so many of these hard decisions that Ellie was making, and there's points that, like, I was Ellie, like, let it go, Ellie. Even though we love Joel so much, we saw Abby's side. I was like, Ellie, like, at first I hated Abby. I wanted to punch her in the fucking titties. Later on, I'm like, bro, like, Abby went through some shit. The last moment when you see Abby and she lost like 60 pounds, her muscles are gone. Oh my god, that was so heartbreaking. I was struggling to just even finish that part. Like, when you have to press a button to stab Abby, I remember just like, no. And Ellie's choking her. Ellie's fucking choking the shit out of her. And you're like, yo, dude, fuck my life. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. I literally just was like so heartbroken. I wanted it to stop. Oh, this game is just so beautiful. Anyway, so the last, like, my ADHD is fucking wild. The last moment, after all the things you went through, you're like, Ellie, let it go. Like, this is not worth it. And you also care about Abby at this. I cared about Abby, and she's just trying to go away with our boy. Well, I forgot his name. The bald kid. You know, like, we even had a whole, like, trans character that was so well displayed. You know, like, first ever in a blockbuster game. What? I cared for him. I was like, yo, you know, she identifies as a boy. That's my dude. That's my little bro. We're gonna protect him. And it was just so heartfelt when Abby, with a least bit of strength, is carrying him to the boat and going away. And then Ellie's just sitting there like, oh man, I'm gonna have to, like, fuck this bitch up. She's on the boat. She's looking at the boat. She's like, I could just leave. I could just let this go. And she sees a glimpse of Joel dead, and she goes back and she's like, I'm gonna fuck her shit up. And I was like, no, Ellie. Like, it's like you as a player are seeing these things play out, but you also will say like, no, don't do it. Like, you don't get to decide certain things because the character decides it. You do make decisions, but there are things that the character is gonna obviously have way more stake of what they're gonna do.
Go on. You sure?
Yeah. All right. And I just remember, man, like what? Like I know you love Joel. Sorry, I gotta finish this. It's like it's so good.
Can't say I'd have done different.
Just the way he looks at his brother, like,
Take
look,
it to the grave if I have to.
thanks. Like he's never gonna tell anybody. What a fucking guy. What a brother.
I'll see you later, Tom.
Tommy's that fucking guy, dude. Like this game is Neil Druckmann said this game was about hate and what hate would like, how much of it would consume you, and what you would do for hate. The first game is what we would do for love. At the end, again, I'm like, what is happening that Ellie just can't let it go? And then they show the final cutscene of them in the porch, and Ellie is talking to Joel, and Ellie finally mentions all of her like things that she's been holding back, like, why did you not just let me die? You took that one meaningful thing from me. I was gonna save the fucking world by dying for the world, but you didn't give me that decision. And Joel's like, if I had the chance, if God gave me that chance again, I would do it all over again. Oh my god, I remember just like my eyes were fucking hurting. I just think about it right now, it's making my eyes hurt. We're gonna skip this. Oh, this part right here. And literally, like, it's just... Joel tells her. Like, what? This, and the whole guitar scene, dude, I can't, bro. I can't even do this right now. Like, every inch, every second of this game, the textures, the fucking fine tune of the camera angles. Oh my god, no, dude, I can't.
Smells fine.
Even the way that her, like, cheeks are blushed in the cold.
So tired.
Me too, Ellie. Me fucking too. Just a way, like, no other game, just a standing animation feels so realistic. And when you go through battles, anytime you're going through battles, like, the way that she makes these faces is like she's fucking it's intense. You feel it. Other games, it's just like you kind of just look, you just look normal. Like, going from this to Ghost of Tsushima was so hard for me. Like, I had to, like, look away when the people were talking. Like, I just couldn't do the animation. But then when you're riding the horse onto, like, this grand, varied space of just, like, snowy mountains and red cherry blossom trees and green, like, huge, vast, like, fields, and there's flowers flying everywhere. There's so many particles flying. Amazing. But the animation on these games, I can't even finish, like, what I'm talking about, bro, but the end. Joel is literally, like, telling Ellie, like, look, if I had that chance, if I could go back in time and do it all over again, I would kill every single one of those fucking people in the hospital to save you. Like, she's like, he said, I would do it all over again. And because he's not sorry for that. He's not sorry for, like, loving her as a father. Like, he lost a daughter, and then throughout the journey, He loved Ellie like a fucking like his own daughter, if not more. Like there's a father figure in your life, but because he's not your actual father and he does so much, makes it even more impactful. Like you never question it. You don't question, are you my biological dad or not? It doesn't matter. Like you are my father by choice. Like sometimes family by choice is a lot more impactful than family by blood. Because I don't know how many of you might have family members. Just because they're fucking part of your blood doesn't mean they're going to be good family members. There's so much like toxic. You might be a shitty family member to your family because you're selfish. You have fucking weird chemical reactions. You think about shit. You're working at it. Keep working at it. Try to be a better son, a better daughter, better sister, better brother, better father, better mother. Try. We can't be perfect, but we can try. And in this epic video game, they tried. And they did fucked up things. But at the same time, they did it out of like hate and love. There's so much intensity. And Joel again, I just remember him looking at like he's talking about the coffee, and he's joking about how much he had to trade for the coffee. And I played this game like months ago, and I remember every fucking millisecond of it. He talks about how he traded a lot, and she's like chuckling, and then the intense conversations happen, and she's crying. She's like, "You should have let me die there. You should have let me die. Like my life would have meant something." And then he says it again, like again we're going back to the fourth time here. I would do it all over again, and that shit fucking hit me in the gut, bro. I was like, "Oh, fuck!" And then he's like, just like sitting there, he doesn't know what to say, and she looks over and she's like, I could never forgive you for that. But there's a pause, and she says, I would like to try. And like Joel, literally the reaction in Joel, like he's trying so hard not to cry, I can see his eyes. Bro, fuck, that cutscene broke me. Yo, look at this rabbit. See, man, I'm telling you, I have ADHD. That cutscene fucking I just remember as the the credits went on, like that was the ending where she says, I can't forgive you, but I would like to try. And Joel says, like, I'd like that. And you're just like, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. Like, now you understand. Like, Abby. Fuck, I'm crying. Abby just like took that like forgiveness from Ellie, like that one thing she held on to for years. As we play 2, you see these flashbacks, and there's such a beautiful birthday. And honestly, like when she finds out that like Joel is like gonna die, she's seeing it, and she's seeing that, fuck, this was her path to forgiveness. Like we could have had a life where I forgave you, we would have been happy, we could have been a happy family. And Abby took that. Like before that, there was so much angst. You could go years without talking to your parents because there's something that you're holding on to. You need therapy and like all kinds of other, like, to have the strength to talk about it, communicate, and get over it. And they finally got to that path, and she finally had the courage to talk about it. And she said, like, I would like to try to forgive you. And he says, I would like that. That's it. Like, they didn't have, that's how the game ended. She put the guitar, and then like Abby bit her fucking fingers away, and she couldn't play the guitar, and like the connection to Joel, but she like let go. Like she let go. And I don't know if there's gonna be a part 3. I don't know. There were so many theories about how it ended, if she was walking back to her baby boo. Also, great characters. Every single character I dug, and some of my friends are like, oh, they didn't flesh him out, or her out. He just died. Like, dude, like this game fleshed everybody out as much as they could. Some characters aren't going to get their own fucking game or chapter. All right? It's not like a whole 7 season of a TV show. Come on. Man. This is literally a rant and a discussion. I fucking love this game. Just, we're going to grab our book bag. I kind of forgot where the book bag is, Look at this. Even the reflection of the mirror, just like Resident Evil 3, we just played that recently. grab the jacket. Look at this. Look at this. The way she grabs the jacket and wears the jacket. Realistic. Even the way she like, oh my god, gets that gun, checks it, puts it in, puts the book back. Like this game, book bags were like such a necessity. Like she never let go of her book bag, but also like we never got to upgrade the space. I think that would have been like a more of a Resident Evil thing to do. But I like that we didn't. It's just our book bag. Whatever fits.
Hey, is Joel up?
You gotta have the knife. Gotta have the knife.
That sucks.
Yep. Can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
Like,
Heads up. You're the talk of the town this morning.
I can imagine.
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina.
She kissed me.
Dina's that girl,
Set to call
dude.
you a not so nice word.
Yep.
What does she call? What do they call a lesbian? A dyke? What did she call her? What did he call her?
It was a strange night, man.
The reason that she got mad at Joel is because she's still angry at him from all the things she learned and what happened in back in the day. So anything that could have happened, she would have blown up.
The diner.
Even this walk across the town, the things that everybody says. I'm sorry, but Cyberpunk does not have the same level of detail. I'm sorry, CD Projekt Red, that intro you had, I placed the intro of Cyberpunk, and I listened to all the characters talk, and there was 2 Asian characters that said the same thing in an Asian accent. What? In this game, every single person you walk to has a different type of reaction, different type of voice actor, and it's so, like, the atmosphere, the location, the setting, it's so well done. Best narrative, best game direction.
Okay.
You understand? It won so many fucking awards.
Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
So this guy was dating Dina,
I
right?
want you to think.
Dina is bi, but, I think, in my opinion, women like alphas, and Ellie is the alpha of the town. I don't think there's anybody more alpha than Ellie, except for Joel, and Dina grew up with Ellie, so I know, oh, let me pet this dog, I know Dina gets the whop when Ellie comes around. Probably had a crush on our boy, but he just didn't make it. He just didn't make it as wet, bro. I just feel like Ellie's somebody. Like she just has such a big dick energy. You know what I mean? Like you hang out with Ellie, and you couldn't. You could be really horny as a dude, but you couldn't see Ellie in that light. Like I can't see Ellie in a sexy light where I would want to kiss her or would be anything physical like towards her. Like I don't get it. I mean, like, not that like I see that with Dina that much, but like I don't know, I can't explain it. Like certain female characters are like she can get the business. You know what I mean? Like some characters are just like really pretty. Ellie's really pretty. Ellie's so pretty. But she just has this energy about her that you just see her like, yo, you're my fucking dude, son. You're that dude. And that there's a lot that goes behind it.
No.
She's so memorable. Like this bar. It just as you walk across it, you'll see like some people are staring at you, but it doesn't feel just, I don't know, like choreographed. It feels natural.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say. Please. Fine.
See, like this guy, Seth,
Seth, come here.
classic Trump supporter. If Donald Trump were to exist, this guy would have been like the fucking vice president, bro, of The Last of Us.
I was drinking too much.
No, dude, you're just fucking sexist, bro. A racist, a sexist.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
Why? Don't be frustrated, motherfucker.
Maria tells me that you and Dina are headed out.
Yes,
Made you some sandwiches.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the fucking sandwiches, Seth. You racist fuck, sexist bitch. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. See the way they stare at me, like, yo, don't fucking look at me. Like, look, ready? You go. And the way that this dude looks at me, bro, what's up? Yo, come on. You look like a chill out cowboy. Look, the way that people stare, it's I can't explain it. Like, it doesn't seem like just a game animation. It's just you're in it. You feel it. You look at the snow. You're walking on the snow.
For Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been up for far too long.
Look at the footsteps on the snow.
If you go up to the Northwest
Because
Map,
it's
scheduled a run.
very thin.
Watch yourself.
It's very shallow, so it's like more of a
Of course.
just a you know, it's like
I was gonna
way
check
more
out the
subtle.
I'll need someone else to cover it.
Hey, Ellie,
Look at the mountain.
you know the creek trails?
It's really hard to play this game and talk because I'm so invested. So options, extras. So gameplay modifiers. What's the first one? Concept art, model viewer. Let's go back to model viewer one more time. As we finish our discussion, I just want to kind of just look at some of these. All right. Like, this is The Last of Us 1. This is literally where we started so many years ago. Look at the details. Like, holy fuck, dude. The way that she has this, smirk, you know? The fact that, her shirt wrinkles and then the type of denim. Holy shit, dude. Even the fucking little puddle there. This is insane. This quality is insane. Like, boom. Look at the way that they handled it. I think they nailed Ellie. Just nailed. And she looks a lot like, I forgot her name, dude. The girl who plays Ellie. Like, she looks way more like her. Like, I didn't like that in the first game she looked like way too much like Ellen Page and she was a lesbian. Like, it was way too much of a similarity. But now, Ellie became her own person. Ellie does not look like anybody but Ellie. Just, oh man, they nailed it. Again, this is during the birthday. That birthday scene. That's how we're gonna fucking end it. Holy shit. Recently I found out that the reason that Joel did a lot more singing and Ellie had to become an astronaut and stuff like that, it was because the actual voice actors and the mocap people, the Troy Breaker and the girl, I forgot her name, dude. They themselves are part of that personality. He wanted to be a singer, she wanted to be an astronaut. How fucking dope is that? They didn't just shoot in some nonsense. They brought the actual actors and characters into the souls of them. I don't believe it's the souls, but the essence, the personality and all the experiences these people have onto these characters. And man, look at Ellie. This is Ellie confronting Abby in the theater. Just the concern. She doesn't want to do it, but oh my god, but she already made so many decisions. The rain falling onto her damp clothes, dude. Are you fucking serious? Why? This is just a model viewer. We're stuck on a model viewer right now, dude. Look at her eyes. Look at the wrinkles. Just enough on her eyebrows where you can sense just this. Oh, I'm stressed. I'm not good. I have to kill people I don't want to kill. Oh, the hair quality, the reflection, the way that it bounces. My fucking god. And here it comes, guys. Look at her. Look at her. She had gone through hell and back. She left because of hate. She left she left Dina and the baby. Oh my god, she couldn't let it go. It consumed her, just like Tommy. When you see Tommy, we're gonna come back to this, but you see Tommy in their last time, what is this? Purchase. Look at Tommy. Tommy goes from this to this to this. Like, the hate is consuming him, and then this. Like, this is him. And he comes, and like, he is just a fucking shell of a man. Like, he sits down at the dinner table and he's like, look, I got us a lead. And Dina's like, fam, like, can we let it go? And then the way that he mentions his wife, like, they're not seeing eye to eye, she probably had the same exact conversation with him. Like, you gotta let it go. And he couldn't. Hate had consumed our characters. And it consumed Ellie too, but not to the extent that it did with Tommy, because she ultimately, after going through all of those battles, she finally confronts Abby. And look at you don't need to fucking see everything that happened to her to understand what she's gone through. Look at the blood. Look at the sweat. Look at them mixing with each other. Look at the wounds. Look at the knife. Like she is at her end. And she just could not forgive Abby at first. And look at Abby. Big dick energy Abby as well. She just looks like she she does the fucking in the relationship. Damn, like when you got to live her young stuff and you find like her dad was like the dope ass doctor. Dope. Enjoyed it. Look at how look at how so sweet. This is Abby, right? Losing her father. And you see her right now? She looks like a pretty sweet girl. But hate consumes her. She just only wants to train. Look at this beast ass girl. Holy fucking hell, Jesus Christ. If this girl, I saw everything I wanted in life behind this girl, and she's just standing there looking at me like this, I would be like, you know what, I'm good. I don't think I can take her on, bro. I would even reconsider it with the gun. If she had just literally a hammer, and I had a gun, bro, I'm talking about a pistol with at least 16 bullets versus me, and she's like standing in between, and like the love of my life, my mother, whoever is behind her. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, ma. Listen, ma, I love you, ma, but like, I can't. She wins, bro. This is like, she in the story kept like her number one priority was training and training and training, so she can avenge her father. She can take revenge and kill Joel, and she's ultimately succeeded like that. It consumed her. And then look at her. She's like going on a journey. She's finding out. She's like making family with the girl and the boy and the sister and the brother. And like she's kind of finding some more of her innocence. She finds meaning in not in just hate. She finds some love. And then this is like this is the good part before they get abducted. Like, look at her. Like she still looks like big dick energy dude, but like you can just see her face. Literally zoom into her face and you can tell the worry is gone. She had forgiven Ellie. Honestly, you think that she doesn't have a lot to forgive, but remember that Abby had killed her entire circle of friends and family. And her love interest baby mama while she was pregnant. Like, oh my god, fam. But she let it all go. She found meaning. In our boy. Where's our boy at, dude? What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. It's probably blocking it. My face is probably blocking it. Oh my god, like look at his transformation. So dope. So yeah, so this is before they get abducted. Look at this. He looks so fucking sick, dude. And like, look at again, just by looking at their eyebrows, you get a story. You get a reaction of knowing this person is no longer in a bad place, and that's exactly where Abby was. Abby, Abby and him were in a journey, and they're just trying to find the fireflies, and you can tell both of them had forgiven everybody else, and they have a journey. And then, are you ready for this? Boom. What the fuck? When I first was walking through that rubble of an area to escape that fucked up island, and Abby was hanging up top, moaning and shit, I just thought, I was like, who the fuck's this ugly dude? And I moved on. Then I came back, and I was like, look at her feet. I was like, Abby? Is that fucking... Okay, hold on. When I zoomed in, look at the grass, dude. Unreal, bro. Oh my god, the veins. Like, you can see the sun, that fucking sunburn, the crisp, like, her skin's peeling off because she was hanging in the sun. The leashes that fucked up her wrist to keep her hung up there. Like, everything. She had lost so much weight. Look at her freaking face. Guys. You understand? Like, this, again, tells us so much. You don't have to find out what exactly happened. Just by looking at her, you have an idea that she has gone through hell and back, and somehow she still survives. Her face, the scars. This is her. And she turns into this. And Ellie couldn't let go. Ellie just could not let go. Like, it was so painful to see them fight at the very end. And ultimately, at the very end of it, Ellie is on top of Abby, choking her underneath the ocean cold water. And I'm pressing the square button to choke, and I remember just tearing up. I was struggling. I just like, please stop, Ellie. Like, I don't want to kill Abby. People hated Abby. They're just like, you gotta just let it go and understand the perspectives of all the characters and not think about it as a game. The writers, the directors think about it as a story with the characters and their own thoughts and their own actions. And you try to understand Ellie, but also you could disagree. I disagree with her. I was like, yo, let Abby go. And at the very end, Abby's about to die. Abby has like hardly like half the fucking person she is like gone because of all the torturing and being in the sun with no food. And Abby's underneath the water getting like fucked up, just like they're about to die. And Abby is, and Ellie at this suddenly sees a glimpse of Joel, and the glimpse that she sees is this happy Joel. And he's just sitting in the porch smiling. And at that time, he didn't know about their last conversation. And at that point, she finally had that peace. She forgave Abby. Abby just comes out of the water. She can't breathe. She's like, and then Ellie just is like, go! Just get the fuck out of here. My God, what an ending. What a fucking ending. And then you can see, like, Abby had bitten off her fucking fingers, bro. Ellie literally is missing 2 fingers, because as she was choking Abby bit them shits off. My nigga, like, it was insane. I cannot believe that just look the details in this shirt, the way that it all came back around, and she couldn't play the guitar anymore to connect with, like, Joel. It was nuts. God, I just remember crying like a baby, bro. I just literally cried like a child. Cried like someone who lost their own family members, dude. I mean, like, honestly, like, I lost my father, and like Joel is my video game dad, and like a part of it does, like, I remember just like feeling the loss like a little bit extra because of that. Like it's weird. It's not something that you can easily overcome in a world where death is so like normal as you're desensitized to it, but it doesn't, even then it doesn't change when you lose your own loved ones. Like it doesn't change anything. Even like again, you see all your family members die, but the connection that she had with Joel, like even though he is not the biological dad, everything they've been through, like that, the ending was just their pathway to forgiveness and back to family, and Abby took that. Like that is so fucking painful. Then you kind of understand finally like why Ellie just couldn't let it go. Masterpiece. Holy fuck, masterpiece of a game. I know that we didn't play much of the game. I just kind of talked, but man, like, oh fuck, like the fact that they have this character model. Like, look at him. This is a man who would do anything and everything, even more than he's capable of. Like, he would just find that inner strength to somehow do like some All Might shit from like the Academia, like My Hero Academia, and go 110%, 120%, inhumane shit to save his daughter. He would do anything to save Ellie. Like, look at Ellie, like just asleep. I'm so sad. Like I was thinking about it. Oh my god. Oh fuck, dude. This is the one. This is the one. Oh fuck. And then yeah, Joel aged well, dude. I like Doug the Scarf look. He aged well. Joel is just the fucking video game dad of all time. Going back to him being younger, that entire birthday sequence, bro. My god. We're gonna end with that sequence. But yeah, our boy Gene, I think his name was, man, like again, like his death, it just sucked. Like my friends were like upset that he wasn't fleshed out, but like he is fleshed out. He is Dina and Ellie's childhood friend. They grew up together. He dated Dina. He's cool as fuck. He doesn't hold on to hate. He's not jealous. He accepts it. He loves Dina and Ellie. He would have been a father figure and also loved both of them without any type of malice. Like Gene was that fucking dude. And okay, Dina, bro, Dina was so cool. Dina, like, I actually ended up watching some of like the actual models video of her playing, and she's like a poet, and she's so pretty. Like you see Dina, you're like, she can get it, right? But not in the game, just because the way that the game's character is displayed. Like this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. I might sound like a fucking creep here, but the way that the game had written our girl Dina is so different than the actual model that they chose. Like, so the person who's Dina, you see her, you're like, ooh, delicious. But then Dina in the game looks just like her. Like, in my opinion, I don't see Dina. I'm like, oh, that's a video game character. I don't care what you say. Video game characters can still get it. All right. Have you seen Genshin Impact? Jesus Christ. Anyway, so you look at Dina, but like because of the story and all the things that are going on, like I never once thought about anything sexual. Like as a dude, we can't help it. We can pretend to act like we don't have these thoughts, but we fucking do, fam. And the way that they just wrote these characters, I could never have, like, it just doesn't naturally come. Pun intended, naturally come. I just naturally, I keep saying the word, like, was reluctant to have any other thoughts than just like, damn, like Dina's going through so much. And like when Dina and Ellie became a thing, I was like, so dope. And Dina has her child. She's pregnant each other. Like, you know you have to save her, okay? Every Walking Dead zombie movie of all time, there's a person with the kid and they become number one priority. And look how cute little Gene is, yo. little Gina, little, I don't know, Dean and Gina. No, we got Dean. We're gonna call him Dean, okay? So it's Gina and Dean. Little Dean over here, so adorable, and like it's like the way that she's like, he's holding onto her thumb and she's just like cradling. Oh my god, like they were so happy. Ellie left this because hate had consumed her. Hatred and fear mostly, unfortunately, will overcome love and affection and like our best intentions. Fear and hate is just so strong, and it takes a lot to overcome it. And like Ellie had to see it through. Like she just could not let it go. She was like having PTSD in the barn. You were having this like awesome time walking in the farm. Everything's so beautiful, and then she just had like that crazy ass nightmare, and like she's like hyperventilating, like bro, that shit was nuts. Unbelievable. And then the poor sister. Dude, the poor sister. Oh my god, dude. She lost a fucking arm and still was a bad bitch. Bad bitch. What a character. You know, our boy, he was a good love interest. I honestly liked him, but also couldn't care less about him that much. I really dug him. Forgot his name. I was gonna be some racist and call him Carlos, but I don't remember his name. But Jose, I forgot his name, but he was so cool. He was a character that I dug. There was like as he was walking through the stadium, the football stadium, which they turned into their like big underground. I mean their base. He's talking to Abby and he's like talking about smashing one of the teachers, and Abby's like, "Oh, you fucked her too?" Like it's realistic. This character is just like a playboy character, but he's also a good-hearted person. Dug him, and this was the doctor of their crew, and became the love interest of our dude. And you can tell the dynamics there. Like he always had feelings for Abby. He never could let it go, but Abby had set her apart to hatred, revenge. He didn't want any of that. He wanted Abby, but because Abby wasn't there, he let go and started dating our girl here, got her pregnant, and unfortunately that was painful, but she dies with the baby. Damn, dude. Another thing, Abby loves dogs. Abby and the gang was the dog lovers, alright? Ellie's everything, but Ellie was out here just stabbing dogs. I tried to go the entire game without killing a dog, but then here's a game choice that I was upset about. They make you kill a dog in this game. It actually could be this dog. There's a point in this game where a dog attacks and you have an option to only stab, bro. What the fuck? I was mad as hell. I was like, all right, I'm gonna play this entire game without killing a dog, but there's a cutscene. You kill the dog in the cutscene. I dug her. You know, she was dope. She literally like brought out the worst in Ellie when Ellie was like literally beating her until she spoke. That was fucked. Like that's again showing you guys more about like how far Ellie was gonna go. This girl, she reminds me of the chick from Star Wars that didn't get any screen time on The Rise of Skywalker. Rest in peace, rip. Playing a freaking PlayStation Vita, playing Hotline Miami. Like, how cool was that? That scene was dope. Got stabbed in the throat. Bye-bye. Don't care about these people. This guy was like the leader of the Firefly people. He was okay. He came and died. Abby's dad. You know? He's no Joel. But he... Okay, sorry, you guys have to hear this car alarm go off. But he loved everybody. He was such a good person. He loved his daughter. He loved their crew. And as a doctor, you are more desensitized to certain things. He didn't think twice about Ellie's life, right? Here it is again. Ellie's life, humanity. As a doctor, right? You can't be someone who is trying to... Your morals are overcoming the fact of what's at stake. The entire humanity one girl. Like, if I was that doctor, if I was in charge of this doctor, I would say the same thing. I wouldn't think twice. I'm like, look, whoever this girl is, like, get this bitch. Like, I also wouldn't even let that girl, like, I'm sorry, I might sound heartless, but the humanity's at stake. If that girl was my daughter, like, oh my god, obviously that becomes a lot more convoluted. Like, I would have to tell my daughter, like, hey, look, this is what it is. And if she were to say no, I would be like, fuck. You know, it's actually complicated. I don't know what I would do if it was my daughter. If it's me, I would have to. You have to. It's like you can't. I can't explain it. Like the humanity. Even though I'm not a big fan of humanity, humans suck, bro. People are the fucking worst, absolute fucking worst. But when a crisis comes in, I don't know. Like I obviously don't know. You know, imagine Rona were to be a thing for the rest of our lives and I was the cure, right? I'd be like, all right, I would go ahead, fuck it, you know. But also before I go, give me a year to like, you know, actually, I don't know, like, would I sacrifice myself? Like, when I think about dying, I don't think about dying and being like, oh, I never got married and had a child. I think about, fuck, I never got to play Final Fantasy Remake Part 2. I need to finish it. I need to see where everybody goes. I want to see Vincent. I want to see Sid. I want to see if there's going to be a Last of Us Part 3. Like, these are tough conversation, honestly. Tough. Look at these other character models. I really think that this group of people were like super hardcore rapists and murderers, but they decided to take that out of the game. Like, they were just, oh my god, look at this lady. Now, I would pay to see her versus Abby, no weapons. That would be a good fucking match. But then again, we did see, oh my goodness gracious, my boy looks like he hungry. He hungry for some murders. Look at these. Look at these character models, dude. You had this fucking thing clicking at you and like, what the hell? Oh my god, this game is just like, the first time I saw this design, I was like so taken back and creeped the fuck out, bro. Because they would like, they can't see, so they click to hear and they echo like bats to like understand what's happening around, or just to like basically maneuver. Like they go, or they tick, but it's weird. It was, oh my effing god, never seen this, bro. That looks like this. Some of them look disgusting, but the bigger ones look like what is that fruit? Pomegranate? It looks like pomegranate, so it's not that disgusting. Oh shit! I think I just saw that dude's eyes and nose. He's right there. Oh lord. Oh lord, bro. He got that quarantine 15. He getting a little sunshine. Damn, yeah, these designs are sick. Oh, wait, that sequence with Abby fighting this guy was, oh my goodness, fuck, bro. What? Jesus, you can see someone's body, like all the different corpses intertwined with each other to make this massive monster. Crazy. Wait, did he just get bigger, or is it a different angle? What's happening? So cool. And this guy basically was patient zero almost, I feel like. Because they mentioned like where it all started. Ground Zero. I forget what it was. This might have been patient zero. Was the final boss of the game. Such a good fucking game, man. Holy hell. Can we just load game? Day confrontation, Jackson wake up, the birthday gift. Alright guys, this ended up being a long video. But I just wanted to literally celebrate that my choice of game of the year, even with I don't have a single friend. I don't have a single friend that enjoyed The Last of Us Part 2 as I did. Literally all of them was so taken back by Joel's death. Yes, Joel's death didn't happen in some epic fashion, but that's just something that we fantasize. We fantasize all our favorite characters like ending like up in some cool ass last fight sequence, and it doesn't always end that way. By the way, look at this. This entire part of the game was just like low key, metaphorically, this part of the game is a museum. Like, not that we're like on a sequence of us inside a museum, but like a showcase of what Naughty Dog has achieved. Unfreaking believable. So before we end it, we're gonna learn about dinosaurs.
The brain was the size of a walnut.
No, no way. Looks like you two have something in common.
Good one.
All right, we're gonna put the hat on there.
Tiny head. Joel, look.
That is a hat on a dinosaur.
It's called a hatasaur.
So in the beginning of this sequence, this entire set piece, she calls Joel a dinosaur.
Is this gonna be a thing?
Yes, it is.
Don't let it be a thing.
Like when I first came here, I thought this was real life. This looks even better on PS5.
Triceratops means three-horned face.
You would not want to be on the business end of that horn.
The way that Joel also has a life of his own as he's walking around, he doesn't just follow us.
Thanks for being recognized.
Honestly, that's probably the only one I can name.
Hey, Joel,
Ellie.
don't you dare take it off. My birthday, my rules.
That I'm like literally tearing up at like how adorable this game is. Like, just bask in the quality of the sunlight coming through, hitting the plants. Like, fuck ray tracing. Fuck ray tracing. You guys are stuck on ray tracing this and this and that. Both Demon's Souls Remake, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, all these games are winning all the awards for best graphics, best everything. Don't do ray tracing. Cyberpunk did ray tracing, and look at that. What's happening with Cyberpunk? The best of the best games, the PCs can't handle it. Unbelievable. So I'm gonna grab that card. Joel, do you still have the hat on? Good. That's what I thought. Look at that. She's walking and she's fixing her hair. Like, it's just... Everything about this game is so good. Alright, where do I go? I just want to do the astronaut scene and then call it a night. God damn, like, this looks like real life,
Go to
dude.
museums a lot?
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah loved them. I swear that girl dragged me to every damn museum in Texas.
And Sarah, if you didn't know, is Joel's daughter that died in the beginning of The Last of Us Part 1. This sequence, I think, if you press it, let's see. This kind of reminds us of, like, the giraffe in Part 1.
Looks like a giraffe.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Dope.
I see the appeal.
Look at this. How do we photo mode? That's how we do it. Okay. All right, Joel. Joel, let's take a photo before we end this game. Before we just, how do we hide? Look at Joel. Like, this is just a photo mode in this game, and like you can tell, like Joel is just so happy to be here with his daughter, taking her on like this birthday surprise. This is a surprise, by the way. And here is her dream of being an astronaut. She loves space. This is freaking dope. I remember when I first came in.
Did you know this was here?
See? That excitement.
We can head back.
Look at the sarcasm.
Oh, shut up.
Aw, this is so fucking sad. It's so happy that it's sad, dude.
Oh. Hey, Joel, can you name all the planets?
My very educated mother just served us nice pizzas.
Did you just have a stroke?
My Mercury, very Venus, Mother Mars.
Oh, okay. I get it. That's pretty cool.
Like, that's something you can take on real life. Huh? Turn mothers and pizzas into planets. Oh, in this game? With the notepad? Bro, the notepad. Ellie, like, jots down her thoughts and feelings, and she doesn't voice them sometimes, so you can go back and read it. Like, look how she feels about Dina. Just by, like, you don't... The way you... Oh, God, this game. This Rover? Look at this.
Fuck yeah.
Where's the steering wheel?
Rovers don't use steering wheels.
They got a joystick.
Joysticks.
Yeah.
Hang on. Here's the real one.
Well, considering they left the real ones on the moon, I would say no.
Probably a replica. You're right. So here it comes. Oh my God, the way it's in the center of the set piece. It's just the light that glows onto it. That looks like real life. You're telling me what is happening? You're telling me that this isn't real life. This right here, that's real life, dude. This is real fucking life. This is someone took a photograph on their Canon DSLR $3,000 camera, and that's this right here. Alright, we're gonna pick an astronaut hat. Which one are we gonna pick? Which one are we gonna pick? You know what? We're picking the first one. I think I picked the other two. I never picked the first one. Very simple.
So cool.
Yeah.
How does it smell in there?
Like space.
Like
Dust.
space. If that was me, I would start sneezing like a fucking bitch, bro, for like 30 minutes.
After you.
How dope. Even the way they open the gate, their fingers touching, like the animation, I just, the way that she realistically takes her book bag off to like go in and fit. Oh my God.
What the heck?
Okay.
Wow.
As you look at all these buttons.
It's so badass.
Her talking, the breath onto the helmet. Oh my God.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What is this?
This is a thing that took a mighty effort to find. Take it.
I can't with this part, bro. The way that, like, he stares at her. It's like,
Close your eyes.
oh,
It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I do okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're welcome, kiddo. Well, what do you say we keep looking around, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
wow. You tell me if any other video game ever created had a moment like that. Not just that specific moment, obviously, going to the fucking moon. A moment where you felt what the characters felt in the awe of something that they loved. Something that she loved and adored. The idea of being an astronaut. Fuck my life. Like, that, oh god. She's gonna go through all that and then just have, like, do you understand having such a shitty fucking world to live in a moment like this, how much it means? Like, she has a gun in her back, bro. Like, at any point, there could have been a zombie somewhere here. What a fucking game. Just, what? Look at the smile on her face. Just, happy fucking birthday, kiddo. So, and with that, we're ending this discussion rant slash fanboy video of The Last of Us Part 2. Innovation in accessibility. Check. Best action adventure game. Check. Best performance. 2 nominations, both Laura Bailey and our girl for Ellie. For Abby. And Ellie both. Come on. Best audio design. Them guitars. Ding 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 ding. It's like the very opportune moments when things, oh, like as soon as the moon light that hit when she was in the space, I'm closing my eyes, I'm thinking about it. And the little guitar, ding, 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 oh god. Best narrative. Alright? For all you haters that hated on Abby, hated on all the things that happened, best narrative. Eat a dick. Stop hating. Accept it. Alright? Don't be in denial. Don't be Donald Trump, you lost the election, okay? Don't accept it. Best game director. Direction, I mean. Should have been director too, because the direction was taken by the director. Best game direction. All the haters talking about this game did all this shit wrong. It won the best game direction. Look at y'all now. You must be big mad. Huh? And ultimately, game of the fucking year. 2020 was a shit year. You can start hitting on it. Oh yeah, the game of the shittiest year. No. This year was a fucking banger of a video gaming year. This was the year all gamers united and spent time playing video games to overcome all of their fucking problems with the fucking current world order, like all the shit that's happening. Game of the fucking year.